Let's talk about software as a service, which is referred to as SaaS. It's one of the fastest growing industries in the US. If you're new to SaaS, generally you can think of it as renting software over the internet instead of buying it and installing it on your computer, and you pay a subscription fee to use it, so like monthly or yearly. Examples are like Salesforce, Google Docs, or Microsoft 365. And the taxability of SaaS has been a hot topic over the years, and today there are 25 states that require sales tax be paid on SaaS sales. Now, one of the big issues with SaaS and for software companies is that digital goods and services are growing and changing faster than state laws can keep up with them. So many state tax laws were created in a time that never imagined products would one day be digital in nature and complex. They're very complex, right, as to what's provided. So welcome to the crazy maze of rules and regulations surrounding SaaS. Now, on top of this complexity, many online businesses providing SaaS were thrown into tax compliance obligations back in 2018 when the Supreme Court case South Dakota v. Wayfair opened the gates to allow states to implement economic nexus requirements. So this expanded the state's ability to collect sales taxes from online businesses that previously had no physical presence in their states and weren't required to collect sales tax because of that. Now, the issue many businesses face is determining whether they are selling SaaS and whether their software as a service is subject to sales tax in any given state. What is software as a service? Is it software? Is it a service? Or in the case of Texas, is it considered data processing even? And that matters in Texas because data processing services only incur sales tax on 80% of the sales amount, meaning that 20% of the sales amount is exempt from sales tax in Texas. Now, many states' laws aren't very clear on what falls into the realm of being SaaS, but slowly, year after year, letter rulings have been issued by various states, which have laid out helpful guidance, but the area is still really complex. Now, for example, is the user required to download anything to use the SaaS software? This alone changes the taxability of the transaction. And then just when you think you have it all figured out, you may find out that some states either exempt SaaS used for business purposes or tax it at a different rate, such as in Connecticut, where SaaS for personal use is fully taxable, but SaaS for business use is taxable at a reduced rate of 1%. And like everything else in the sales tax world, it's just never black and white. It's never black and white. Now, tax compliance mistakes in the world of selling software can be very costly. SaaS sales are often high priced. So imagine if you're not collecting sales tax on those sales and that amount of liability that can keep growing very quickly. And it means that the seller may be surprised to find that they need to pay up a substantial amount of sales tax out of their own pockets. And that is never fun, and it can absolutely destroy a business very quickly. If your business is selling any type of software, you need to determine if you are selling SaaS and where you should be collecting sales tax. There are automated solutions that can help you. Most of the larger sales tax automation providers have tax categories related to SaaS and various types of software sales. Their in-house experts follow tax laws and legislation, and they designate the taxability of their tax categories to ensure your business is collecting the correct sales tax rate in each state where required, even if that law changes. This is presuming you map your products and services to the correct tax category. That's key here. Make sure that you review your tax category mappings and that you are classifying what you are selling properly. Because if you don't do this correctly, you may still be collecting the wrong sales tax. I hope this video was helpful for you and your business to understand SaaS a little better, and I'll see you in the next video.